Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Today I'm actually going to be making a different video of a top 5. As you can see, I have the 5 on the screen. This is going to be my top 5 favorite horror movies. And I think some people probably already thought about, or my friends probably knew this was coming. Just, let's put it that way. But, number 5, let's start. Silence. So, people who know me probably know that one of my biggest fears, or not really, something that just really unsettles me, are dummies. I don't like dummies. Oh god. So, let me start this off. So, the movie takes place with two boys, a man and his girlfriend. His name is Jamie, and his girlfriend mysteriously dies, or gets brutally murdered after they get this dummy in the mail. They randomly get in the mail, they don't know why. So he starts kind of looking for answers, and even though it sounds kind of cliche, there's tons of plot twists and tons of interesting, creepy jump moments in this movie. So he eventually figures out that a lady, this fine woman, named Mary Shaw, actually owned all the dolls, or she has a ton of them, and that was one of them. And this is kind of what happened to her after she died. And she's kind of like a demon thing, and the doll is possessed, and there's tons of gore in this movie, and it's really interesting. Like, there's not a bunch of plot twists. It's kind of hard to explain it in one single little explanation, so I'm just going to leave it at this. Creepy face. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Number 4, Pet Sematary. Okay. Another thing that people might know about me is that I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and I think when his movies or books are made into movies, they're pretty darn amazing. Pet Sematary, I don't exactly know how this did, because it came out in the 80s, I think. And I wasn't born in the 80s, and I had really no clue about this movie until a couple years ago when I saw it. So, the story is, this fine gentleman and his family kind of move into a house and just kind of start a new life, I think. I don't really remember. I saw this a long time ago. But after their cat and son is actually hit by a truck, let me put a picture on screen. After their cat and son are hit by a truck, they bury them in what they think is a small little desolate cemetery near their house. And it turns out to be an ancient burial ground, and they come back from the dead and kind of kill this guy. Well, yeah, that guy gets killed. But there's killing, there's gore. The wife, I think, even dies and comes back as this. That's pretty disturbing. But let's just say there's a lot of coming back from the dead, killing, and creepiness in this 80s classic, I guess. I don't know. Number 3, Saw. Okay, if you guys haven't heard of Saw, you've probably been living under a rock, because there's like 5, no, there's not like 5, there's like 7 of these movies. And I think the first one, I've only seen the first one, but I think it's pretty excellent. And the other movies just kind of went for their shock value and not really the creepiness that this first movie had. So, the story kind of goes as two guys, Adam and, I forgot the other, I'm trying to think. Adam and another man wake up in a creepy bathroom, and they don't know how they got there, why they're there, and there's also, like, dead silence, tons of crazy plot twists, and other things going on. So, they are actually find out they're trapped in there by a murderer named Jigsaw, who you figure out more of his creepy traps and murders. Like on this cover, this is actually called a reverse bear trap, and this will rip your jaw open. And it even says, how much blood would you shed to stay alive? I think you probably know about Saw by now. But, like, it's really cool. Like, there's actually an Officer Tapp, trying to figure out these murders, and you figure out that he's, like, helping a guy stalk another guy to get answers. Like, it's crazy. Also, Jigsaw uses a signature puppet, really. Also, if you haven't heard about Billy the Puppet, you probably also have been living under a rock, to kind of talk to these victims of his traps through, like, TVs and stuff. But I don't know if I have to do explaining. That was kind of a horrible explanation, but I mean, if you don't know about Saw, it's kind of sad. So yes, let's go on to number 2. Number 2. My number 2 goes to Jeepers Creepers. So this is also a pretty cool, it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a twist on a typical slasher movie. So the movie starts off with a brother and sister driving on the highway, or not the highway, like a country road, and this creepy truck comes up behind them and almost crashes into them. And they think the truck is really suspicious, and eventually they drive by a house and see that the truck is parked there, and the guy is dumping freaking dead bodies into a pipe. And by guy, I mean this thing is dumping dead bodies into a pipe. Well, you don't know it. He looks like this until way later in the movie. And they actually investigate, figure out a lot about his stuff, but it turns out that this guy is kind of like an urban legend thing. Like, it's like a night, like a, oh, there's a zoom-in picture of his face, but it's like this, he only does it on certain days of the year, oh yeah, where he goes around killing people and it's like no one around the town, and since they're just driving through, they don't know about this. I actually haven't seen the whole movie. There's not a lot left of it, so I don't know the true ending to the movie, but it's creepy, it's gory, it's a really creepy movie. I think it's pretty messed up. Some creepy old cat lady dies and all her cast escape, and it's hilarious, but oh, that's kind of sad that I think an old lady dying is funny. But a lot happens. Another brief and kind of horrible explanation of the movie, but you should go check it out. It's pretty darn cool. Number 1, Dead Alive. Okay, when I said there was going to be zombie movies on the list, I wasn't joking. So, if you guys haven't heard about Dead Alive, I'm just going to inform you, and this is the goriest movie of all time, and I'm not saying that. It even says it on the frickin' top of the cover. For some reason it's not on here, I don't know why. But, okay, so let's see. A guy named Lionel, or the main kind of character, takes his girlfriend and mom to the zoo. And the mom is actually bitten by this messed up little rat monkey thing that turns her into a zombie. So yeah, she is freaking out. And this turns her into a zombie, and then it kind of goes into your typical zombie flick. A bunch of zombies invade, and like literally he and his girlfriend are like the only ones surviving. And they're kind of mutant zombies things, but it's got some really cool splatter scenes. Like, that's really kind of the description of the movie. Here's one section. Where a zombie's head is actually put into a blender, and it's awesome. It gets cut in half and like shoots out. But it's pretty funny too, even in the parts of the extreme gore and violence. But yeah, it's kind of your typical zombie movie, but with some twists. Like, the mom grows in this giant mutant zombie with huge boobs. I kid you not, it's really weird. But here's another creepy scene of the mom zombie thing. But it's all in all a really gross out movie, and it's really cool. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. Remember, this is my first one, so I mean, if it sucks, please do friendly criticism. Not your video sucks freaking ass. No, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya later.